Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm gonna start doing something different here. I know I like to make videos of like little DIYs, washing the truck, going off-road or whatnot. But sometimes I just want to share ideas with you guys that I don't feel warrants a video. But at the same time, I feel I could be passing on information to people. So I'm gonna do the segment called Garage Talk. Alright, so this is just me in the garage, unedited, uncut. You'll see me make mistakes, blunders, whatever. It's just me talking anything from trails, answering people's questions that you guys could send at trailbossmafia@gmail.com, and or just simple truck talk. Truck talk. See, there was one blunder right there. But today it's going to be on the plans I have for the Colorado ZR2. Alright, it's going to be a short video and I'm going to see how this goes. Hopefully you guys like this garage talk. So this is pretty much just me outlining my plans for the Colorado. I did get it the way you see it, upfitted. The previous owner, surprisingly, his friend found me on Instagram. You guys should check him out. It's Long Bed ZR2. That guy did a whole he grabbed the Colorado long bed, gutted out a regular ZR2 Colorado, transferred everything to the long bed and painted it Nardo gray. And then he went on and did the same with the GMC, the little Colorado equivalent. Sorry guys, I'm not a GMC type of guy, alright? But he went on and did that. He reached out to me, he's like, hey, I think you got my friend's truck. I'm all like, no way, dude. Told me who his friend is. I reached out to his friend on Instagram so he could tell me like, hey, I did ask him like, is there anything I should be concerned about with this truck that I could take care of right now? He said it's good to go. All right, so if you're watching this, Josh, hey, thanks, man. I know you enjoyed this vehicle. You obviously wheeled it, I could tell. You know what I mean? But that's what I got myself into when I got this vehicle. I'm not afraid of fixing stuff when it breaks. All right, but as far as those mods go, he did do a lot. All right, he got the Method 702s with the bead grip technology, so you could air down lower than a regular wheel would allow you to without having to go with bead locks. All right, he kept the stock suspension. I believe it is leveled. All right, he did the the 420 motor fender cut, so you could fit bigger tires in there. And what else did he do? Prinsu roof rack. Relentless fabrication front bumper with a Smitty built XRC Gen 3 winch. It's got a Dial Dynamics light bar in the front, no name light bar on the roof rack. And that's pretty much it. What I've done since I got that truck is I washed it. What else did I do? I transferred over my GMRS radio by Midland. I put that inside there. Let's see, what else? My ditch lights, and that's pretty much it. Oh, and my jerry can holder. It is a red jerry can. I drained it, I let it air out so I could start dumping a diesel in there instead. But future plans I have for this. Oh, also the previous owner did throw on some aftermarket headlights. It's not the best quality type headlights. Every Colorado's got them. It's made by, you can find them online by 2 or 3 different companies make them, right? That's how generic they are. So they're not the best quality. So I do plan on doing something with the headlights. There is Amsoil USA coming up with headlights. They're not out yet as of this video, but I've seen what they look like. They look pretty nice. Depending on pricing though, I might go with those headlights, or I might have to opt for the Code Plus headlights that have been out for a while. They'll also look nice. They're full LED projectors, so I don't have to worry about swapping out bulbs or anything. All right, they got a nice, sharp, crisp cutoff line. Or I haven't sourced it out yet or looked at the parts list. Another option I have with the current housings I have is to just do a full-on custom retrofit. I used to be in the business of doing custom retrofit headlights. I was the first one in the world to do the GTR style tail light mod on the G37 coupes and sedans. This is back in like 2012. You guys probably heard my name float around over there. I won't say it now, but I was pretty big. I used to ship headlights out to United Arab Emirates, Canada, New York, Mexico. People would send me their stuff, I ship it back. So I know a thing or two about headlights and what goes into them and the specifications as far as tuning goes, right? Messing with the projectors, get that nice, beautiful, crisp blue cutoff line. It's just something that I have a keen eye for, so I might just go a full retrofit option depending on the price, right? So let's see, pros and cons for that. All right, it's pretty much there. For suspension, these Multimatic DSSV shocks, they're pretty cool. They're nice. I like how they perform. But due to their pricing, when they do go out, I'm not gonna spend, what a little more than what it would cost me to do a full King coilover or Fox coilover setup, when I could just go get something that's really meant for off-roading, right? Which is King or Fox, Icon, and I think a Radflow is out there now too. So I'm not gonna spend King coilover type money to go back to something that's stock, So I am definitely gonna be upgrading the suspension. And let's see. I'm going to keep the wheels he's got on there because they're freaking nice. Although they're heavier, they are nice. The current tires on it are Canadian Mud Hogs. They're nice. They're 34-inch tires, but I do plan on sticking some 35s on there. And on my previous truck, on the Trail Boss, I had Ken the Clevers. They're rough terrain tires, so you get the best of both worlds. Not exactly mud terrain, not exactly all terrain, right in between right there. And the road noise was a lot less, and it really did help with the fuel economy. So I really like those tires. So once these are out, I'm gonna go back to get some Kenda tires. All right, and to fit those 35s, I do need the AEV High Mark fender flare kit. That is the only fender flare kit on the market that allows a 35-inch tire on a ZR2 without a lift. You could do it on the factory suspension, and the kit comes with everything you need. It is kind of pricey. You're looking to spend about $1,800 for the whole kit, but it is definitely worth it. And with a 35-inch tire, you're gonna get decent clearance when you go wheeling. All right, guys, let's see what else. A bed rack. All right, guys, I'm not gonna tell you what kind of bed rack I'm getting just yet. There is a company out there that's sending one out my way, and it's a pretty badass freaking bed rack. All right, so I looked into them when they reached out, and at first I had no plans of getting a bed rack, right? Because I just thought bed racks, rooftop tents, I don't really want to have to break down camp just to go wheeling and come back to camp. I like base camp setup and then go out. So I was gonna stick to a ground tent. But after looking at this rack and the capabilities and just how modular it is, I am actually excited for it. And I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna be too. And I already have plans for that bed rack as far as what I'm gonna put on it, and it's gonna help me as far as space goes when I go travel, when I hit the trails and I don't have to crowd my bed or the cab inside the truck. All right, so stay tuned for that future video as far as what bed rack I'm gonna get. And to go with that bed rack, I am gonna get a soft little tonneau cover, right? Cheap little roll-up one, because I like to keep my dust out of the stuff inside the bed. All right, as far as performance goes, it's got the factory gears. I need something better, one, to be better on the fuel, and also to give me a better performance on the trail. So I'm gonna go for 410 gears, right? And I'm also gonna get the AEV snorkel kits, because I've been seeing a lot of videos out there where trucks are just sucking up water from the slightest puddle and their engines are hydrolocking. And although I haven't seen any Colorado ZR2 go through that yet, just me witnessing those videos alone, just to be safe, right? I'm gonna go that route, and one more thing, a DT44 turbo. All right, it's got better fins than the factory turbo, and you just get outright better performance out of it, and you really don't have to switch anything else. It's an easy swap if you're mechanically inclined. It takes about a day or two. If you take it to a shop, from what I hear, it takes about 6-7 hours for them to do, but you could do everything from the engine bay. You do need a programmer though, if you're going to tune it and get a different map sensor that they sell with the kit, so that you could go with higher boost. So you're looking at about 100 horsepower increase and also about 100 foot-pounds of torque increase reliably. All right, so that is something that's going to come later down the line. I might have to do a timing belt swap on this thing before I even do the turbo, which that's going to be a video of itself. It's pretty easy on these trucks, on these diesels, because the timing belt is at the front, not at the back, like the V6. All right, and the last thing that I do have planned for this is the undercarriage protection by AEV. Right now, I just have the factory skid plates, and that is it. All right, so I do plan on getting the whole kit down there, and also a steel drive shaft. All right, guys, so that pretty much concludes this video. Gives you guys insight as to what's coming next, slowly but surely, for the ZR2. And hopefully I get to keep this truck longer than I kept the Silverado, because I've always wanted a ZR2 before I wanted a Silverado Trail Boss. but at that time I could only afford a Trail Boss. All right, so it's a vehicle that I see myself keeping for the long run, and I possibly see myself rebuilding that diesel once it starts giving me issues, or swapping out transmissions or whatever once that starts giving me issues. All right, so if you guys have any suggestions or any warnings of anything I mentioned here that you guys wouldn't do for a certain reason, just go ahead and let me know, shoot it in the comment section, you know. And it's been a pleasure sharing this journey with you guys, this hobby. I just upload content for you guys, and who knows, I might spark an idea, you know. So as always, stay mobbing. Don't forget to check us out on Patreon, Instagram, and that is it, guys. Thanks again.